Hello and welcome. You're watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television with me, Waris Mohammed. Now, these are the main stories making headlines. Minister of Interior returns to the capital. The launching of the Academy of Science and Art in Somaliland. Somaliland Minister of Interior briefing the media on the results of his working trip to Djibouti announced that borders between the two countries were finally opened. The Minister of Interior Ali Mohammed Waran Adde stated that alongside his delegation, they discussed with Djibouti government ways of further strengthening security and political relations between the two nations. The minister said that the recent security issues in Djibouti caused instability in the relations between the two nations. In terms of usual borderline activities and movement in the borderlines was stopped due to that. However, the main objective of their trip to Djibouti was to reach an agreement on the necessary measures need to be taken regarding security and bringing relations between the two nations back to normal. Both governments agreed on protecting each country and its nation from anything threatening its security and stability. The minister continued to express thankfulness for the warm welcome they received from the government of Djibouti during their short visit there. Also, Ali Mohammed Waran Adde, Minister of Interior, pointed out that a delegation sent by Somaliland's government will soon visit neighboring country Ethiopia as well, to resolve similar misunderstanding regarding security measures between the two countries. The committee appointed by the government of Somaliland to implement the Humbawene water project had a meeting with some of the prominent cultural leaders of Somaliland. Somaliland Minister of Foreign Affairs Mohammed Bihi Yunus, who's also the chairman of the committee responsible of implementing the Humbawene water project, told the media that Somaliland's government pledges on providing water to all areas in the country that has water shortage. He said that Somaliland's government hopes to get this project done by this month, and that this project is one of the many projects made for the people of Somaliland as an act of kindness and generosity. Also, it's the government's duty to provide its people with better lives. The committee of the Humbawene water project, on their meeting with the cultural leaders of Somaliland, discussed methods of extending water access to more remote areas in the country so more people can enjoy this blessing. The spokesman of Somaliland cultural leaders, Yusuf Hire, stated that this meeting was successful and that hopefully this project will be completed successfully and more areas will be provided with such water projects. Somaliland Ministers of Education and Finance took part in an event to commemorate the launching of the Academy of Science and Arts in Somaliland. The event had in attendance Minister of Education and Higher Studies Zamzam Abdi Aden, Dr. Edna Aden Ismail, Chairman for African Educational Trust Hassan Ahmed, doctors, intellectuals, parliamentarians, and other keynote guests. The first speaker at the event was Dr. Edna Aden Ismail, who reiterated on the need for such academy in Somaliland in a long time, and that now many individuals will surely benefit from the knowledge it has to offer to eventually benefit the country and the nation. Dr. Edna also pointed out that this academy will enable us to have a historical archive to which our younger generations will come to learn more about their ancestors and their land history. She said that what we have in reserve for Somaliland history is very little, that it's not yet enough to nurture our youth's thirsty minds for knowledge. At the same time, it's one of the main causes for illegal immigration amongst our younger citizens to overseas countries seeking better opportunities. Professor Saleban Ahmed Goulet, Parliamentarian Abdurrahman Yusuf Artan, and Dr. Ahmed Hussein Ise expressed their thankfulness to the efforts of the Ministry of Education and stated that this academy will also serve as a center for research and collecting data and information about Somaliland's history. Knowing our history gives us a sense of belonging, and so when our younger generations learn where they came from and who their people were, they will feel proud and thus have a place to start from in the process of building their future, they said. In conclusion, Minister of Education and Minister of Finance both stated that Somaliland was in need for such educational and scientific institution where our youth can turn to in order to learn more about their country, and continued on praising the efforts of everyone involved in this initiative of significance. An event to conclude a Quranic competition for girls was held in Rushayeh Mosque in the capital city. Attendees included Somaliland's top religious leaders, committee responsible of the competition, and the contestants for this Quranic competition who competed on reciting the entire. Sheikh Muhammad Adan Muhammad, who's one of the committee responsible for organizing this competition, pointed out that the number of youth participating in Quran competitions around the country has increased from last year's statistics, and said that he's proud of all the contestants in this competition for showing great dedication. Sheikh Muhammad also stated that by encouraging these young people on reciting the Holy Quran, we're following the footsteps of our Prophet Muhammad, who always inspires us in making the good deeds. He eventually stated that the Habshil company is the one funding this competition. Sheikh Muhammad Sheikh Umar Dirar, one of the Somaliland's prominent religious leaders, spoke about the significant value it has to educate a girl, especially on Islamic studies and Quran, and expressed his honor of being present as one of the committee members. He explained the importance of an educated mother to the future of her children. Sheikh Muhammad Abdi Bihi, also a member of the committee, expressed his gratitude for the opportunity to witness this competition and praised the contestants for their efforts and the dedication they showed during the competition. And that's the end of our news. Thank you for watching, and Ramadan Kareem. He said that the ACMD completed a comprehensive review and found no evidence CAT was linked with serious or organized crime, and concluded that there was no case for prohibiting it. Despite this, Home Secretary Theresa May has decided to ban it, making it a Class C drug.